I can take mine up there and lay him on the altar.
Come on.
It's a great sacrifice God gave up for us. And if you can't appreciate that, then everything I'm saying is for nothing to you. But I know, because I'm operating in the trust every day.
Amen.
I almost lost my home, y'all, when I got out of the hospital. I almost lost my home. My house was paid for. Not to no mortgage company. I paid, my house was paid off. And I still almost lost my home, Doc. Me and that man back there got to praying. He said, Doc, God done brought you too far to turn you around. Now he just wants you to trust him a little more. Doc, I still got my house going. And I had to, February of last year, to pay off $10,000, and I hadn't worked in 8 months. Doctor bills out the frame. But God. Nobody but God did that. Nobody but God did that. But that comes from learning how to trust Him.
Amen. All right.
Honor the Lord with your wealth, with the first fruits of all of your crops. Then your barns will be filled to overflowing, and your vats will brim over with new wine. If you can trust God. If we can trust God with the first fruits of our wealth, we truly showing how much we depend on Him. Handing over the first part of your paycheck takes a huge amount of faith. First of all, but doing so means being God-centric. See, most of us are people are man-centric. That means our lives are centered around us. It means that we are the center of our lives. That's wrong. That's completely wrong. Mother, to have your life centered around you, do you know you can't, mother, you can't heal nobody. You can't give life. You can be a mother and you can bring life forth, but you can't give life. You can't will nothing from, you can't will something from nothing. You got to have a seed, or you got to have a tool to build it. You understand what I'm saying? But God willed this whole thing. Just saying be, and it was. He didn't have to get no hammer out. He didn't have to get no saw out and cut on nothing and build nothing up. All he do was just snap his finger. Now with that kind of power, who wouldn't trust him to do the right thing for them when he ain't got nothing but love in his heart? Now if he had a little malice in his heart, I don't know, it might be kind of hard to trust him. But God ain't got no malice in his heart. He ain't got no hatred in his heart. He has no envy in his heart. Only, well, let me say, he got a little bit, because he's a jealous God if you try to put something before him. Amen. But as long as you got everything in the proper perspective, God ain't got no kind of malice, no kind of hatred, nothing to it. He ain't got nothing but goodwill toward men. And to show you that he had goodwill, he let his son come. He let him come. Jesus asked him, and then he said, okay, go ahead. He could have said, no, them bad. See, I got a little niece at the house right now. Her name, Poo Poo. The littlest thing in the house, y'all. Ooh, that Poo Poo something else. Y'all hear me? Every time she come in the room, she grabbing something. Turning something over. Messing with something. Meddling with something. But this little thing got so much love in her heart. When you see it, you just can't do nothing but just. She be the waste Kool-Aid all down the hallway. I just said, look. But when I first met her, I didn't feel that way about her, because she was tearing up my stuff. But she just a baby. She don't know. And that's how we are. That's why God let Jesus come. Because we just babies, y'all. Every day is a learning experience for us. Ain't it, Reverend? Every day you ought to learn something to be just a little better than you was the day before. Because grace and mercy allowed you to make it to the next day. And without that, then you just spinning in heels. You just turning around in dust. Like Granddad, you said, peeing in the wind. Hey, let's move on. Number 5. John, I'm gonna zoom me through. Check yourself by God's word. Not by my word. Not by Brother Miner's word. By his word. See, that's what the preacher was talking about this morning when he said his word means exactly what it says, exactly what it means, and it means exactly what it's saying. But how do you know if you ain't in it? How do you know what this word is telling you that you need to get rid of or that you need to add on to your personality if you're not reading this word and getting it down in you? See, I know a lot of folks say, when do we read? I read when don't nobody know I'm reading. Because I want my special blessing. I go in the closet and pray. I go in the closet and read my Bible. I don't want everybody to see me read my word for that. Now I do want people to know that I'm in my word and I'm reading my word, but I'm not showing this for no shape, form, or fashion. I'm showing it to get what God has for me. Amen. And I'm doing it in secret as well as in public. See, a lot of people only do it in public. And to be honest with you, I do it way more in secret than I do in public. Because sometimes when you read God's word, you need to be alone. Amen. So you can hear him talking to you. And that you can talk back to him. And won't folks won't be knowing your business and telling everything that you talking to God about. Sometimes you need to go behind clothes and get in his word all by yourself. Amen. See, Job's wife loved him. I don't know why she loved him, but she loved him. But she also told him the wrong thing at the right time. See, go and cuss God and die. See, that was the wrong thing to say, but it was the right time to say it. You understand why I say that? The reason I say that is because it shook something in Job. And it made him get closer to God.
Glory.
See, when folks shook you up, the first thing that it do to a real Christian is it draws them closer to God.
Amen. Thank you, God.
When they shake your spirit, you like, man, I got to go get a look. What dude say? Get dope out your brain and hope in your vein. No, what he say? Dope out your brain, dope out your vein, and hope in your brain. You'll never get nowhere smoking a pipe. You want to get your lesson out, won't be smart in school? Get closer to God. It'll make you get closer to God when folks shake your spirit. When you ain't really got nowhere else to turn. And that's supposed to be your final resting place in everything. It said acknowledge him in all of your ways. He'll direct your path. I was talking to some people at a funeral last Saturday before last. Excuse me. And I told them this. I said, look, when things happen that you feel like you have no control over, when situations come in your life, when you really feel like God is not there, when you really feel like this world is so heavy on you that you can't make it through what you're going through, do you know that's the time when you are really and truly the closest to God? And if you don't know that, I'm telling you now, that's when you really need to call him, because that's when he's really listening. There was this lady. She had a beautiful little child. She had been praying to God to give her a baby for a long time. God gave her the child. The child got up to be about 9, 10 years old. He was in a bad car wreck. The little child died. That woman told God, said, I'll never talk to you again. You gave me my baby just to take her away from me. And she didn't talk to God for a long time. She got mixed up in drugs, drinking, going out to the club, staying. She was in church every Sunday before the child lost. She lost her child. I'm talking about all her life she was there. That's how she was able to get God to give her the baby that she was praying for. Because he was listening to her. And she had got mixed up in the drugs and alcohol and the club scene and everything. And one night, she had got